It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from great Newsome Brewery, and this is a bottle of their Holderness Dark. Strong mild at 4.3% ABV. This one's coming in a 500 milliliter bottle. It's a dark brown bottle, which is great, of course. Don't want any kind of light glass, you don't want any light strike with the beer, so it's always good to have dark brown bottle. I do like it. We got a blue bottle cap on this one, and I also love a mild. Just one of those traditional British kind of like Fred Dibner style beers. Whenever you've seen if you've ever seen Fred Dibner, you can watch it on YouTube these days. When he gets off his steamrolling machine at a pub, he famously goes in and he's covered in soot and oil and blackface, flat cap on, covered up head to toe in oil, pops in there and he orders a pint of Tetleys. And that pint of Tetleys looks completely different to the pint of Tetleys that you see today. It's dark, it's mild looking, it looks fantastic. And you see him, half of that pint goes down without any problem. Let's get this out into a glass, see what we get. Whoa. A little bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. Lots of banging again once I do my beer review. I must have upset somebody. Or it could be just a lorry unloading something. Who knows? Sounds that way. There's a garage just up the road and they have deliveries all of the time up and down the lane. And when you drop the back door on a lorry, that's what it kind of sounded like. That's what I'm going to tell myself anyway. Very small, thin looking, one finger white head. Good levels of carbonation in the glass. It's a dark mild, dark mild amber looking beer. In terms of bottle condition, it's not really kind of hazy in any way. It's quite clear actually, but it looks good. It looks really good. Let's get the aroma on the beer. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I love a mild. A little bit of toasty malt coming through. Buttered, toasted dark brown bread without the butter. A little berry-like flavour coming through. Plum, fig, prune. But it's that combination. It's like almost like a mixed marmalade, fruity on dark brown bread. Whoa. Right, here we go. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Pretty stunning, really. Pretty stunning beer. Stone the Crows. There's hints of licorice, there's hints of roasted malt, there's hints of marmalade, there's hints of rye, spicy rye. There's a lovely bitterness on the back end. There's a touch of chocolate, a touch of coffee. This is really a beer that, if you haven't explored it yet, if you haven't explored the dark side of beer, your stouts, your porters, your milds, please try. Please try. So, I'm sure, well, I know my dad don't watch my beer reviews, but he's well aware of them. But my dad, he's never ever been able to get to grips with dark beer. And I say to him all the time, because he drinks, I've got him to drink these, what he calls citrusy beers. I've got him to drink like IPAs and pale ales now, and he loves them, absolutely loves them. But he had that same kind of, that same brick wall, if you like, to begin with. He was a Tetley's, he was a John Smith's, he was a Boddington's, Brains bitter sort of man. Simple bitters. And I finally got him to drink these kind of, he's drinking Belgian beer now at 6%. He loves those light Belgian Bleffes and that sort of thing. So it's like a stepping stone of it. But what I've found, what I've got stuck with is, and I try to explain to him, it's just the malt has just been roasted. It's not that there's any kind of like magical kind of like, because I think a lot of it, for people who don't like dark beer, a lot of it's up here. A lot of it's up here. They think it's kind of like witchcraft, that the beer is dark like this. They wonder how it's got dark. And I've tried to explain to him on a number of occasions. And I try and go down the road of coffee roasters. I try and explain to him that a coffee bean in its raw form is green. It's a green bean, probably off a tree, I don't know. Or a bush, that sort of thing. And I said, what they do that they roast it. And it becomes dark brown as you roast it, and then that dark brown comes through in your coffee. I've tried to explain that malt and grain is this golden coloured, lovely looking thing, and then they roast it. They make it dark. They make it black, and then you're tasting that kind of roasted, toasted malt. And I said, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But he kind of like, he does this. Oh no, that's not for me. And it's kind of like, just get used to it. And that's my message to you guys. If you've hit this kind of stumbling block of dark, mild beer, stouts and porters, please keep trying, because once you, I don't know, perhaps it's the bitterness, perhaps it's the way the beer looks. Once you get over that, it's such a wonderful drink. It really is. This has got a creamy, rich mouthfeel. As I mentioned, there's hints of licorice, blackcurrant, red currant. Bitterness is coming through, spicy rye bread is coming through. The dimensions of the beer, the flavours are coming from every direction. There's a little bit of sweetness in there, lovely bitterness on the back end. It's a lovely balanced beer. It's really good. It's really good. I think it's just a kind of like, just a lack of explaining. It's just a lack of an understanding, I think, when it comes to dark beer. For some people, not for all, but for some. So this strong mild is 4.3% ABV. Holderness Dark is described as a modern take on a traditional beer style, mild in character, deep chestnut in colour, with aromas of sweet roast malt and grassy hops. Chocolate maltiness and a hint of nuttiness make this an exceptionally easy drinking dark beer. And they're based in Hull, East Yorkshire. Great Newsome Brewery. I really like it. I really like it. I could drink pint after pint of this. I really could. Looks good. Smells good. Tastes great. I like this enough to give it a 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.